Hello, my name is Sara Castilla, and welcome back to Storytelling Radio Soup Opera. In this time, we're going to talk about the story of 12 Years a Slave. This is a really interesting story that happened many years ago in the United States. That racism was really present in citizens, mostly in black people, that mostly they were slaves. They had less opportunities of work and education than white people. They had a lot of disequality. Unfortunately, some of them were kidnapped and sold as slaves. They were mainly born free, but during they were growing, they were slaves and lived in really hard conditions. Some of the examples of disequality in the United States was the zone where black people was living. It was another place not near the white people. Also, the public bathrooms. They were a specific bathroom for black people. Slavery was a really hard condition, and the situation was terrible. The main character of this story described the situation he had passed and how he left over his family, missing them so much. The main character was born free. He grew up in a really good family. When he was a big man, he compounded a family. He married a girl and had 2 kids. He worked so hard to give them good conditions. But one day, 2 men, elegant men, proposed him a special work. He was convinced that they were there to convince him to work with them to play the violin. But sadly, he was strict. It was not any work. They wanted him for a slave. During the next 12 years, he lived a tragedy. He always missed his family. He missed liberty. He also had many thoughts of freedom. He wanted to do something for his people. He had to survive to really difficult situations. His family was always in his mind. He missed liberty, and he fought for them. In 1853, he was finally free, and they came to rescue. Finally, he decided to come back home with his family. He was so happy because he missed them so much. Then he had the necessity to tell his story for everyone. So he called his friend David Wilson, who was an editor, and helped him write his own book that is now called 12 Years a Slave. Thank you. Hope you like this radio soap, and see you in the next one.